Hello, this is Nathan Martinez showing off my week 15 coding assignment. This week's assignment was to create a CRUD application using a React application. So we had the choice of using the provided API, the house's API, or one that we could find online. I chose to use the API that was provided just because I still struggle a little bit with understanding the concepts of borrowing APIs from the internet. So the first thing here, the app.js, of course, this is where you actually create all the methods. Like you actually create the code here, the delete room. So of course, this is all the code that's actually going to allow you to delete the room. Here's the splice method, which is going to remove it from the page. Here's the add room. Here's the add new room function. So you can see here. And then the last function here, the update house. This is where you're going to actually be able to update the houses. Once you create a new one, you'll have the option to update. Up here is where I provided the link for the API. The second thing here is where this is where you're actually going to create a house. So here is where it actually shows you, you can see where it's going to display it in the list. Once you create a room, it's going to structure it in a list on the actual web page. So it's going to show the title of the actual name of the room you created. And here's where it's actually going to show the room's information. This is where it's going to show the house's name. The second one here under the list is where it's actually going to show the room. And then the last one here, the new room form, this is where it's actually going to display the new room you're creating. So you could create a house or you could create a room. This is where it's going to actually allow you to create a room that you can add under a house. And see here, under render, here's what it's actually going to return to. So here's the button to actually add the room. And here's where it's going to prompt you to enter in the text for the name as well as the room size. And then if we look at it in the browser here, you can see it's loaded here. We have a few houses as well as a house that has some information already. So you see I'm able to click and delete the houses as I see fit. Or these are the rooms, so I'm deleting the rooms. One thing I wasn't able to figure out from my coding assignment, I was having a little bit of trouble. I wasn't able to add new houses, so if I attempt here, house 2, and then just make up an area. And I click add. I kept getting cannot read properties of undefined reading push, and it would always take me back here. If I refer back to my V1, it'll always refer me back here to my add new rooms method. Here, it's not allowing me to actually push the room. This is where I'm having trouble with actually trying to allow myself to create a room and push it onto the virtual DOM. And here's my GitHub profile showing my GitHub account for this week 15 coding assignment. Thank you very much.